So I've never seen Beto so excited for a Marvel movie than the build-up to Eternals. He was already giving this practically an Oscar like a year ago. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's a can't miss.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's funny because, yes, I kept saying, like, yes. I am looking forward to Eternals because I feel like it is going to be different because it is helmed by Chloe Zhao, yes. Right? The director of Nomadland. I thought maybe she will take the Marvel universe in a unique and different direction. So, yeah, and to your point, what?
My point.
So what is your point?
So I'm letting you guys know that his reaction to this movie is very unexpected and a little anticlimactic, to be honest.
It is.
That was a masterpiece. I mean, I'm going to give it 5 reels for sure. What?
We just got out of watching Eternals, and we have some strong opinions about that movie. And apparently, so did a lot of critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
Very divided.
Yep, because if you look at it, the audience gave this movie an 86%, right? Fresh. However, the critics, and I'm kind of surprised, they gave it a 51%. And from what I understand,
that may change, man.
It's the first MCU movie. It's the first MCU movie that's ever had a rotten score.
I know. I should we start with first impressions, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised. I'm actually rather shocked that the critics, who are very attuned into themes and techniques and basically the craft of the movie, would give it a 51. I don't think it was that bad.
So you said you enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed the movie, but it's not perfect.
I said that I enjoyed the movie, but it definitely has its issues. The movie is a little overstuffed, maybe a little too ambitious for its own good. I think that a lot of flashbacks and too much time spent on developing like the history of this group of Eternals.
But that's part of the story, though. Isn't it?
It is, I mean, but I really felt the 2 hours and 40 minutes, give or take.
It was long.
It was long, and I sat there thinking at the 2-hour mark, more or less, right before the climactic sequence. You know, because every Marvel movie has that great showdown at the end, which we know is coming.
CGI showdown.
Right before that, I thought to myself, this movie is kind of dragging and is kind of boring. That being said, there's a lot to like about this movie. I really want to give it a fair assessment. So I guess I'll start by talking about what I did enjoy about it, I guess. Probably one of the most interesting things I found about this movie is this conflict that the Eternals have, because they're meant to be on Earth to kind of like oversee the evolution of mankind, if you will.
Yes.
But they're not allowed to intervene. They need to let the natural course of events pass. They're only allowed to intervene when deviants, these nasty looking predator monsters get in the way.
Super CGI.
And attack. Whatever. That's actually one of the things I found the most interesting about the movie is their conflict with how much should we get involved? How much should we intervene? And I wish that they would have made that into a bigger deal almost, or made it into a more severe situation. I felt that overall this movie was kind of airy and fluffy and glossy for being a Marvel film, and I respect Chloe Zhao's direction here because she's great at really letting scenes take their time, I guess.
Chloe Zhao, also an Oscar-winning director, by the way. Just have that context, right?
Nomadland.
Yeah, you know what? I see what you're saying about the plot. It's not very Marvel-y, and of course she wanted to take it a different direction, but I kind of feel like it showed the conflict of these beings who have been on Earth for 7,000 years, and suddenly there's a conflict not just externally but internally within the group that I don't want to get too much into, and I like that dynamic. And there's also a romantic thread, and you said some of those scenes were kind of drawn out. I really enjoyed that because it was a different type of Marvel movie. And yes,
it was Marvel movie meets Titanic. A Marvel movie meets Avatar, or Marvel movie meets Ghost. Honestly, it was a little drawn out for me. May I say one of the things?
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
May I say one of the things that is wrong with this movie? Good acting, but I felt like there was a severe lack of chemistry between these characters, man. Oh my God. Like, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the chemistry that you had in Guardians of the Galaxy between Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and Paul Bautista and everyone else. I didn't feel the camaraderie of, Falcon and Iron Man and all those characters.
It's probably because, there were a lot of Eternals, and they had to, part of the plot is they were segmented and separated for so long. So you didn't really see a lot of constant interaction among them. One thing I think we do agree on is that it was a little corny how they really had love conquers all, forgiveness. I mean, they have some strong themes in here, which was good, but oh my gosh, someone got stabbed, but yet love, I forgive you for nearly trying to kill me.
And then I'll say one final comment as to why also this movie felt a little bit not the best for me. I guess what it comes down to is Chloe Zhao trying to make a typical Marvel movie, or is she trying to differentiate herself by making something different? And I don't think that the movie really made that distinction. I think the movie tried to be different and then tried to be formulaic Marvel. And that's where I was like, well, make a decision.
Well, it's got to, playing devil's advocate, it's got to be kind of tough, right? Because there's a lot on her shoulders. I mean, and there's a lot of expectations coming down from Disney, from Marvel, and you have to not piss off a fan base that is so manic about their properties.
I have to say it was good to see Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie. Haven't seen them, in a while.
Angelina Jolie knocked it out, I thought, with emotional moments, action shots.
She did a good job.
She did a good job. All around.
Performances all around are good.
Yeah, but her character was built to do that too, and so I thought the acting was really good. Gemma Chan obviously is the focal point of this movie as far as being the protagonist, whatnot. Again, a very solid range. I thought she portrayed someone who was very well connected with the planet very well. Richard Madden played Icarus, and I thought he did a fantastic job of portraying someone who was very stoic because he had to be. There's a certain reason why he's like that, but yet also he has a human part. And by the way, speaking of human parts with these characters,
plot hole.
Go ahead and I know you feel strongly about it, so go ahead.
I did. Well, we both did.
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, the whole reason, and we might be getting into slight plot
nitpicky.
Well, the slight spoiler territory here, not really, but
minor.
I one of the things that it doesn't make sense, I guess, is that these Eternals were created as robots.
They're synthetic beings,
and they're synthetic beings, and they were created specifically to not be like an organic.
Well, because they're on a mission.
They're on a mission to fight the deviants and defeat them, and they're supposed to be, in my mind, they're supposed to be like Terminator.
Right.
I'm on a mission.
Exactly. I must do this.
But they very much deviate, and they have all these human emotions, and it just didn't make sense that these synthetic creatures would be so involved in this soap opera-ish melodrama.
It is very much like As the World Turns.
Kind of.
I get it, that speaks to your point on how there's a little disconnect in what the identity is of this movie. You have the one camp trying to do this, but then you have to satisfy these fans.
I really wanted to like this movie. You even mentioned that you would have appreciated if it was rated R.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, because I kind of feel like, given the gravity of the situation, the gravity of the task of these synthetic beings,
that would have maybe raised the stakes here.
Yes, there's a cosmic responsibility, and also, given the conflicts that arise, it would have made more sense for this to be a little more cutthroat, a little more ruthless. But anyway, Gosh, would I watch it again as long as it is? I would say yes, because I genuinely liked the fact that it went a softer, different, more human direction. It's just the framework and some of the plot holes bring it down for me, man. Oh,
I know. I hear you.
So for that, even though I would watch it again, it would not crack my top 15 MCU movies at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give this a 3.5 reels out of 5. Oh,
and you feel bad about giving it that low rating
because I think it had a good purpose, and it just didn't hit the home run.
It lacked cohesion, it lacked spark, it lacked chemistry between those characters to make it feel more alive, and for all of those reasons.
Wait. I need to ask you, what did you think of some of the themes of like family and servitude? Because they talk a lot about that.
Okay. Well, I really think that themes about the importance of family and how beautiful
and
family
mission.
can be. By the way, this is reminding me that this movie also makes it a point to celebrate diversity in almost every capacity.
Right. Very progressive.
Yeah, very progressive.
Very
and
progressive
so
themes,
to that point, I appreciate that. But man, almost every movie that comes out nowadays is about family. I feel it's a theme. I really do. I feel it's a theme that is very, very, very overdone. And it's something that, of course, is relatable and timeless. I don't feel like this movie really did it well, personally. 3 reels.
Oh, 3 reels.
3 reels.
Not even 3.5.
And I even thought of my rating as soon as the movie ended. Sorry. As soon as the movie ended, I thought this is a 3 reel movie for me.
Stamp.
Yep.
3 reels.
I thought of it. Yep.
Guys, so that wraps up our review of Eternals. I mean, maybe you'll feel different. Let us know in the comments below whether you think we're way off, whether you loved this movie, or if you thought this was kind of semi-trash like the critics did.
This is like the DC version of Marvel movies. Sorry.
Right, because they had Superman, The Flash. What else did they have, right? But yeah, no.
That's true. No. Anyway, let us know what you think. We always love to hear your comments, and don't forget to look us up on social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok at Real Screeners, Instagram real.screeners.
And as always, guys, if you love our videos, definitely subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that you'll know every time you upload a video, and of course smash that like button because it definitely helps the algorithm for YouTube and it helps us.
We really appreciate your support. Don't forget to look up our online store where we have merch.
Yeah, like this
movie
one.
Theme merch. Yes.
An anime Thanos mashup.
Awesome mashup designs at realscreeners.com. We also are giving away a cool Marvel action figure as a prize to whomever leaves the most interesting comment. Insightful comment.
Yes.
So please leave a good comment down below, and we invite you to return for our next real take on movies.
Welcome back. Well,
Welcome back.
It's because I practically ate my microphone.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. I am very conflicted.
We are conflicted.
Conflicted. Who's that one? Oh, her name is Salma Hayek. Okay, I have to remember that. Bull. We're wasting time.
We're wasting time discussing things we shouldn't be discussing. Why are you going out of topic? Sorry, I totally ruined that.
Boo! Not even a spoiler
Should
alert.
I say that?
Jeez.
I really thought that movie was corny sometimes. I really did. That's what it is. A little bit. I don't know, a little bit.